Hello and welcome to Peter Scott Cars. Today we have the 71 plate, very low mileage Kia Cee'd, cared for and maintained to a very high standard with a free stamp service history. Just starting with the front of the car, get as close as I can so you can see there's no stone chips of any note. That is the case all the way along the front of the vehicle. Front of the car really couldn't be any better. Everything you would expect with the very low mileage. I'll get a close up to all the bumper corners as we go around the car as well to show you they are free from any scuffs or marks. As I said, front of the car really couldn't be any better. Everything you would expect. As I take a step back and look down the entire driver's side of the vehicle, can't see any parking dents. All four of the alloy wheels really nice, as I'll show you as we go around the car as well. Starting with driver's front alloy wheel, I'm struggling to see a single mark at all. The car has a full set of premium branded Michelin tyres fitted, always a sign of a very well maintained vehicle, as you would expect with the level of service history on this vehicle. While I'm low down, just point out there's no marks or damage to the driver's sill. Easy to go over a high curb, mark or damage the sill, but absolutely not the case with this Kia. Can't see anything negative to point out on the driver's front wing. Both of the mirror covers free from any scuffs or marks. Moving on to the driver's door, I'm struggling to see anything detrimental to point out at all. Get a close up underneath the driver's door handle to highlight there's no marks or scratches. Can be very common, particularly on the driver's door. Can't spot any chips to the driver's door edge either. Again, can be quite common. Moving on to the rear door, exactly the same as the driver's front, struggling to see anything detrimental to point out at all. Again, there's no marks underneath the handle, no chips to the door edge. Onto this rear panel, exactly the same. There isn't anything to point out. I've already said all bumper corners free from any scuffs or marks, and that alloy wheel exactly the same as the driver's front. Struggling to see any marks at all. Inside the car really is like new, as you would expect with the very low mileage. Just move the seatbelt out the way and get a close up to the wing and edge of the driver's seat. Really no sign of any wear to point out. Cars had the genuine overmats fitted, so of course there's no sign of any wear to the carpets or footwells either. Get a close up to the driver's footwell to highlight that. We still do have the genuine mats with the car. We'll add as well, there's no unwanted odours with the vehicle, no smells of smoke or pets. Just lean into the vehicle just to show you the centre console. Sometimes people jump in, put keys, coffee cups on the centre console, end up marking the console, but not the case with this Kia. High specification includes rear view camera, Apple CarPlay, Bluetooth audio. As you'd expect with the low mileage, again, no wear to the steering wheel. Get a close up to the driver's step. Sometimes people drag their feet getting into a vehicle, mark the paintwork on the step, but again, not the case. That is just a little bit of rainwater. Just remove that so you can see it's not chipped to the paintwork. Really couldn't be any better inside, no problems at all. There's no unwanted odours with the car either, no smells of smoke or pets. The seats in the rear really do look like they've hardly ever been sat in. There's no kick marks or scuffs to the rear of the front seats, can also be common. Can't see any chips to the step. Sometimes people catch the seatbelt in the step, easy to do, but not the case on this Kia. Again, all footwells free from any signs of wear or marks, being protected by those genuine overmats. Just bringing you around to the rear of the vehicle, I've said all bumper corners free from any scuffs or marks. Can't see any marks to the centre of the bumper either. Easy to park a little bit too close to someone or something, mark the centre of the bumper, or go over a high curb and scuff the underside, but again, not the case on this Kia. Again, bumper corner free from any marks, nothing to mention on the tailgate of the car. Inside the luggage compartment, exactly the same as the rest of the interior, really couldn't be better. Parcel shelf, of course, is present. They are the genuine mats fitted from new, done the job, protects all the carpets. Just get a close up to the top of the bumper and the interior plastics. That is just a little bit of rainwater, just wipe that away. As I was saying, just get a close up to the top of the bumper and interior plastics. Sometimes people carelessly load in items, end up scratching the bumper, scuffing the trims. As you can see, not the case with this cherished Kia. Carpet, of course, perfect underneath there. There's no scuffs to the plastics on the up the tailgate. Got the 7-year Kia warranty. Looking down the passenger side of the vehicle, exactly the same as the driver's, struggling to see a single parking dent. Alloy wheel, same as the other two I've already shown you, can't see any scuffs or signs of curbing. Onto this rear panel, certainly no scratches or parking dents to mention. I'm struggling to see even the most minor of stone chips, I really am. All the door edge nice again underneath the handle. Again, no marks or scratches to point out. Rest of the door exactly the same, there isn't anything to mention. Get low down on the passenger side also, same as the driver's, free from any marks or damage. As I already said, easy to go over a high curb, but not the case on this Kia. Into the vehicle from both sides, just so I can show you all the steps, edge of the seats. As I said, seats in the rear really do look like they've hardly been satted, no kick marks or scuffs. Just a little bit of fluff on the edge of the seat there, just wipe that away so you can see it's not a mark. No kick marks or scuffs to the rear of the passenger seat. There's going to be any chips to the door edges, usually on the front doors, but the passenger door edge, same as the driver, struggling to see any at all underneath the handle. Again, if there's going to be any marks underneath the handles, usually on the front doors, but passenger, same as the drivers, I can't see anything to mention. I've already said both mirror covers free from any scuffs, nothing negative on the front wing. Final alloy wheels, same as the other three I've already shown you, struggling to see any marks. It really is a cherished example. Going around the entire vehicle, inside and out, everything you would expect with the very low mileage. Really can't see anything negative to point out at all. Into the vehicle from the passenger side, again, passenger step free from any scuffs or wear, carpet free from any wear, been protected by those genuine mats. Just get a close up to the edge and wing of the passenger seat, same as the other seats I've already shown you, could not be any better. Just want to show you the driver's seat from the passenger angle. You see plenty of cars where you look in from the driver's side, seat looks fine. Then when you look across in the passenger angle, driver's seat looks really worn and out of shape. Not the case with this Kia. Couldn't be better from either angle. And I say that about the entire car, inside and out. I really don't think the car could be any better. I am struggling to see anything negative to mention at all. As I said, cared for, maintained to a very high standard with free stamp service history, full set of premium branded Michelin tyres all round. Just gives you an indication of the level of care and maintenance afforded to this high specification Kia. It is worth noting we have all of our vehicles independently inspected by the AA. That is a 128-point inspection, which includes a 5-mile road test by an AA engineer, just to make sure the vehicle is mechanically correct and correct on the road also. You can view the 128-point AA inspection report on our website at peterscottcars.co.uk. We also have finance calculators on our website, so if you are interested in any additional funding to purchase this Kia, you can pop to our website, model a finance quote, and apply for finance directly through our site. We guarantee the lowest rate of finance coming direct to ourselves. So if you're thinking of financing the car for an outside finance company or finance broker, please get in touch with ourselves for the guaranteed lowest rate of finance. Of course, there's no marks or scratches to the roof of the vehicle. As I was saying, if you are interested in any finance, come to ourselves first for the guaranteed lowest rate. We have finance eligibility checkers on our website, so if you're unsure whether you'll be approved on finance, you can do a free eligibility checker. It tells you straight away whether you'll be approved or not. Just been around the vehicle one final time just to make sure I haven't missed anything. And I say again, really is a cherished example. Everything you would expect with the very low mileage, struggling to see anything negative to point out at all. Thanks so much for taking the time to watch the video. Hopefully you did find it helpful. If you need any further information about the car, you'd like to arrange a viewing, test drive, need a part exchange quote, or assistance with a finance quote or application, anything at all, we're always happy to help. Thanks for watching.